Hi everyone, it's Esther from Nevada. Long time no see, and it's all my fault, of course. Hi. Well, what can I say? Life gives you lots to do sometimes. I first of all want to say that I've discovered a new tea that is more than a tea. It's a magic elixir. And this is its name. This is the brand I bought. You can get different brands of it in health food stores and stuff. Look this up on YouTube and find out, or the Google, find out what it says about moringa and moringa tea. It's fantastic. It's full of vitamins and minerals, protein, everything you need. It's better than taking a vitamin. This is a vitamin tea. It's got so many great things in it, and it makes me feel good. And I even got the oil. I see I didn't have it here. I even got the little oil in a little dropper bottle that I put on like my cuticles, or if I get some kind of scrape or sore, I put it on there. Heals up right away. This stuff is great. I'm telling you. How it was found was this grows naturally in hot places, India and Africa. And they found that this is so full of nutrients that it's curing starvation over there. You know, you eat, it's just a tree. It's just the tree, and you can eat the whole tree. The leaves, the bark, the seeds, the root, everything. And it keeps you more than alive. It keeps you alive and healthy and happy. It's really good stuff. So I've been drinking that for about a month now. And I also got the kind of, it's in powder form you can put in your food. But it just makes the food turn green, so you have to be ready for that. I put it in my oatmeal once, and I went, it tasted fine. But the look of greenish oatmeal, yikes, you just want to throw it in the garbage can. It doesn't look too good, but it tasted fine. It tastes like, to me, parsley. You know, nice, fresh taste. It's not bitter. It has no caffeine. It's just the best stuff I've discovered in ages. So, that's my little health tip. Now, the thing I finished, I've been working on lots of things, but almost nothing's finished. The thing I did finish was a sweater for my sister. And I wonder if you remember the green one I made. I think it was last time. It's just a cardigan with no pockets, no nothing, and it was green. Well, I made my sister one, and she's wearing it in this picture. I know it's hard to tell. I wish I had a fancy system where I could show photographs in my videos, but I don't have that kind of thing going on. But my beautiful sister is wearing it, and she loves it. She said, I love it so much, I'm going to go buy a new shirt and pants to go with it. Good, that's nice. She lives in Stagecoach, Nevada. Some funny names up here in Nevada, cowboy names. I live in Sparks. She doesn't go to Reno. Reno's the big city around here. It's too far to go. She lives in the country, way back in the country. And she's a school teacher. I'm proud of my sister. She's a great gal. She's 63. And I had a birthday since I saw you last. I turned 70 on January 31st. And sometimes I act like a kid, I know that. But I was just so happy and proud on my birthday. 70, wow. I went to Starbucks, and I was going to spend my free, on your birthday, if you sign up, you get a free birthday drink, anything you want. So I went in and I said, I'd like my free birthday drink. Today I'm turned 70. And the little girl, probably 21, who works there, just looked at me like, happy birthday. And then she made the drink and gave me, here, happy birthday. Like it was a terrible thing to turn 70, like it was scary. It's happy. It was happy. I've been 21 before. I've been all the ages you can be up until 70. 70's the best. It really is. So that was one thing I did, and that was called the, over. It's in my show notes. Anyway, it was a cardigan. It was fun to knit. I'm glad it's over because, you know, sleeves. Oh. But at the same time, I was working on something for me, too. And it's not finished, but I need sleeves. But the body's finished. And arboreal sweater. Arboreal. Isn't that pretty? They look, it's leaves, I guess, but it also looks like feathers. It looks like feathers. Ooh, which reminds me, we have a flicker. A great northern flicker that comes to our bird feeder now. And he's not supposed to be around here. I looked in the bird book, and he's not supposed to be around here. But you know what? He lives with the blue jays. He flies in with the blue jays, and I guess he just moved in with them in their apartment or something. They're all roomies. Whenever he shows up, 2 blue jays come, or sometimes 2 blue jays come first, and then he comes. And I hear him calling up on he has a real pretty call way up on the roof, and I know he's coming in. Oh boy! So I go out and look out the window, and there he is. Flickers are beautiful. Have you ever seen one? They have bright pink cheeks, just like they wear in Rouge, and they have spotted, different spotted, like a suit on. They're the cutest, prettiest things. They're all different patterns and designs all over their feathers. And they don't really match even. They're like they got dressed in the dark, you know, they just put all these different patterns on their feathers. But then they have these bright pink cheeks. They're kind of, it's silly. They're beautiful birds. That's what this feathers reminded me of. So, I mean, you know, this is March, and it snowed this morning. Freezing out there. I went outside to put quail food down, and it just froze out there. Man, it's cold, and yet the sun's out. This is a funny place, Nevada. So it's pretty soon it's gonna be too warm to wear this. So I gotta finish this like in a week. I figure, make the sleeves. You know, I can put short sleeves and then wear a shirt underneath if I want. This could be like a big vest. That would be nice. And I could wear it at least a couple weeks before it gets too warm. It sure isn't warm today. Oh, my word. I think it's 20-something, in the 20s. Below freezing. It's below freezing. So that was fun to make. I like those colorwork things. And, I did finish one more thing. This won't thrill you. This is not exciting, but I like it. Socks. And look, there's no design, there's no nothing. It's just this pretty yarn. I love them. They feel nice. They're real woolly and thick. They're real nice. I got paint box yarn. You know, paint box yarn, it comes from England. Or Great Britain, however you say. The UK. It comes from the UK. And yet, since I live here in America, I have to send away for it, and it takes a while to get here. But man, I like paint box yarns. So those are my measly finished objects, except for a blanket that I know I showed you for a while, and then I stopped showing. Well, it's finished now. It is enormous. Enormous. I added more to it since I showed you. It's just huge. Although it's not queen size, and that's my bed, so I can, I get under it, when it snows, and I'm watching television. I wear my nice blankie. Oh, it's nice and warm. This is a crocheted thing, of course, it's one giant granny square. And it's a big success. I like the blue in there. Big success. It's very warm and nice. It's very practical. But just what I love in knitting. I like practical stuff. Not so much the latest style, but practical. So, speaking of practical, I'm making another blanket. Now this won't be done until next winter. That's as far as. This will fit my queen size bed if I keep going on it, and I tell myself keep going. you know. But I love all the colors. And I was thinking, oh, I'll get rid of all my scraps. And I think, what if you get halfway through this blanket and all your scraps are gone? You go buy new scraps? New yarn? That defeats the purpose, doesn't it? So I'm going to try. Lost you there. Sorry. I'm going to try to just use the yarn I have. When I run out of colors, I'll put gray. Or maybe before I run out of colors, I'll put some gray. You know, big chunks of gray, like a stripe. And then more colors. Maybe that'll make it last longer. I want to just use up yarn. I mean, I have a lot. But I have a feeling I don't have enough to make a queen-size blanket. No matter what. So I might have to go get some more somewhere. Well, I will have used up, if I don't buy any more, to replace it, all my acrylic. I'm having a hard time with this. I don't know why. Stay there. What do I usually do? I haven't podcasted in 3 months, I think. But it's not staying. And I don't like that. I'm going to have to redo that, I guess. Is that all right? I know it has big sun here, but what can I do? I'm making a Trillium. My girlfriend, by Martina Bem. My girlfriend gave me some beautiful yarn. Just beautiful. And I looked and looked for a pattern to use. Isn't that pretty? Daffodils for spring. I looked and looked for a good pattern, and I tried it, and everything looked crummy. But the Trillium is working out well. See? It's very simple. I just want it to reflect the beauty of the yarn. I don't care about a fancy thing. So the only thing slightly fancy is this little edging. And it will be very long. You wrap it around twice or 3 times and hang down. It'll be very pretty. I made a purple one of these years ago. And I'm very happily making it. It's such a good pattern. It's very simple. It's only 2 rows. 2 repeat rows. And you just do it until you're almost out of yarn. Excuse me. And then you put a little, do a little edge thing for the tiny edge. And you're done. It's going to be great. Also, as I got into the fingering yarn, I'm using scraps, more scrap projects, to make these mittens. They're fingerless mitts. Here's one that's done. And they're crazy ones. They don't match exactly. Except that I will put this black on both of them. So they will match at least in that way. So at the top of this one, it'll be black too. So it's kind of the same, but kind of different. It's sort of modern art colors. Pretend you're at the MoMA in San Francisco. I love them. It's funny, when I make things like this, some people love them. Some people go, Well, this is the fun thing you can do with knitting. You can use all your scraps and create, create. And then you can follow a pattern and do that arboreal sweater with the feathers. I mean, you can do so much with it. It's just like painting or drawing, which is so fun to do. I used to paint and draw when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, young, in my early 20s, but, I had children and got married and divorced and married and divorced and married. And my kids grew up and had a job, of course, the whole time, so you can't just draw and paint all the time. I'm glad I discovered knitting. It's beautiful. Oh, now I'm getting a little warm. Okay. Oh, that's because I already had a cowl on. This is my old cowl. You know, I made this when I was first starting to knit. This thing, it's just a circle. And it's my best thing. I wear it all the time. And it's just made out of old Plymouth Encore. That's my favorite thing. It's seed stitch. It's nice. Okay, now I went yarn shopping online, of course. I always go to Mustache Yarns. You know Mustache Yarns? They used to have a podcast, but I don't think they do anymore. They make the most beautiful yarn. And every time I go, they're out. Everyone has beat me to it, and they have nothing left. Nothing. I finally got something. Finally got there in time. So I bought this. And it's called I Am Beautiful. Isn't that nice? This yarn is beautiful. It has great colors in it. This will be my next sock when I do make another sock. Another pair of socks. I might make two. It is so pretty. I'm so glad I got it. Affirmation collection. They make the prettiest stripes. I will put that over here. So that's going to be fun. The sock I always make. I think I got the pattern. I always make the same sock. To me, it works the best. This one. The Afterthought Heel Sock by Laura Linneman. Now, Laura Linneman does have a podcast. She's the Knit Girls. Her and her friend Leslie do the Knit Girls. I love the sock. It's so easy. And it fits perfect. So why bother with the other stuff? Is how I see it. Well, I was shopping in Jimmy Bean's the other day. I was in Jimmy Bean's. That's my local yarn store. And I found this. I just loved it. I fell in love with the color. And the yarn is nice. It's real thin. They say it's DK, but it might be sport. Yeah, they say it's DK. It sure is a thin DK. But it's so pretty. It's 65% wool and 35% silk, and it feels marvelous. But this will be a nice light. It's very lightweight yarn. Nice light, pretty colored spring sweater. You know, I think maybe another cardigan, just a light thing to throw over your t-shirts and stuff. Oh, I love the color so much. Got a whole bunch of them. 10, I got something like 8, I think. When you're a big girl, you need so much yarn. Damn, to make some. So I'm going to have a beautiful sweater. I don't know the pattern yet I'm going to pick. Maybe the featherweight. Do you know that pattern, the featherweight? Very simple. Might be. But this other yarn I have. I started out and I actually bought the yarn they asked for in the pattern, which is, you know, unheard of for me. But the pattern I like is called the Winnipeg Pullover. Isn't that, excuse me, a beauty? It's got a pattern, like a waffle pattern or something. A little bit like a waffle, though, a checkerboard. It's textured. Excuse me. And I almost never make textured things. But that is so pretty. So I got the yarn it called for. It's in the same color even. It's nice. I've never even heard of it. Mackenzie from New Zealand with Love by Haiku. It's New Zealand merino. And then Angora and alpaca and silk and nylon. It feels like a dream. It also feels warm. It's 50% wool, and then Angora and alpaca. All that's warm. And then the nylon and the silk knolls. Anyway. There's a little bit of a halo. See? A little bit of a halo. Ooh. Fuzzy. That's going to be pretty. Here's another view of it. like that. There's all these things I'm picking out are kind of wintry. Well, I can save them for next winter and won't have to worry about it. Now, have you noticed that I have a cowlick? I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. I could go like this all day. Since I've gotten older and my hair is wider and wider, I get a cowlick. I've heard other women say they get cowlicks. Damn, I wouldn't want to be one of them. It just won't stay down. It's annoying. It's very annoying. Anyway, I'll have some coffee. It's cold. So maybe you can tell by my lack of activity on this as I'm getting weary of making these videos. I don't think I'm very popular, and I don't have that much to say, and like I showed you, most of my stuff is in the works, not finished. So I'm sure you enjoy all the other people more than me, because I'm just not professional, you know. Like they can do words going across and pictures up in the screen and so forth and so on, and have knit-alongs and all that. I'm just here to talk to you. That's all I wanted to do. But I might, you know, you might see me again here, but maybe not, because I just lost the mojo here, the impetus to do it. I love you all, and the ones who do write me, I know you like me, and I love you. I think this is about the end of the road for me in podcasting. I'm weary of it. Take care of my husband and my new kitty. My old kitty died. Yes, my beautiful black kitty Sheba. She had to be put to sleep. She had a terrible cancer in her chest. And we had no idea. We just took her in because she was acting a little sluggish. And we thought, you know, maybe she was eating our house plants. So I said, maybe she ate something that didn't agree with her, you know. Maybe we can give her a pill or something. And they said, we got to put this kitty to sleep. She has cancer. Oh. So that was a month or maybe 6 weeks ago. And do you know, the very next day, a stray kitty came over to visit. A beautiful striped kitty, looks just like a tiger. He's brown and black and gray. Stripes like a tiger stripes. He's beautiful. Do you know that he moved right in? And he plays on with my old kitty's toys, and he climbs up the big cat tree we have. We have a giant cat tree that reaches up to the ceiling. He climbs up there. He sleeps on the back windowsill just like our other cat did. He just took her place all by himself. We just saw, oh, look, there's a kitty. We opened the door, and he's never left. I just find that great. Only this is an outdoor kitty. You have to let him out because he's a hunter. Oh, that's the downfall. He brings mice, birds, lizards, bunny rabbits. He brings them alive and wants to kill them in the house. We kick him out, and he kills it outside. Oh, it's just ghastly. We try and make him stop it. We feed him lots. I bought all kind of cat food. He eats all the time. He doesn't need to kill those animals, but he does. He's a hunter, but he's got the sweetest personality. You would think he was just a big cream puff, but man, he's not. He can catch anything. He can catch, one time he brought this giant pigeon in, tried to. He was at the door, like this big old pigeon, bigger than his head, you know, in his mouth. He's a real tiger. He's a real wild kitty. I've heard that cats aren't really tame. They're wild. They choose to live with us. And this one certainly chose to live with us. He's gorgeous. We call him Pip. Or the Pipster, or Pippy. And he's just beautiful. He went out. He stayed in because it was snowing last night. He stayed in and he was bored. You know, I could hear him padding around, walking all night. He like tiptoes. He's not a troublesome kitty. But he was bored, and so as soon as the sun came up, my husband opened the door and he flew out into the snow and played around out there. couple hours later, he came back. Now he's conked out on the chair. He sleeps in Casey's chair. He stole his easy chair and sleeps in it. All, and sleeps in it. He's so cute. We just love him. So, we have another cat already. It sure helped with the heartache of the first cat. Even though I still miss her, she was a certain type of kitty, and this one's completely different. Nothing like the other one. Or Shiva was a little bit on the mean side, like to bite you and scratch you when you weren't looking. This one doesn't do that. He just loves you all the time, rubs on you, and very friendly. Though, anyway, I was thinking maybe one of you guys, that I'm talking to here will start your own podcast. It's very easy to do. You just get on YouTube, you just record on your phone, or in my case, I record on my iPad, and then I upload it. You know, you take the thing that you charge it with, you stick it into your computer from the iPad or the phone. You transfer it from there to your computer, your regular computer or laptop, and then you can upload it to YouTube, write some show notes out, stick them in there, and you could have your own podcast. I could be watching you for a change. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Anyway, I want to say arrivederci to you now, and you might see me again, but probably not very soon. You know, I'm not a movie star. I'm not a great celebrity here. It's time for me to go. Bye now.